#1 sports site in the world.
Live from the Quick and Loan studios of the Yahoo Sports Radio headquarters. Tony D with you.
This is Tony D working the third shift.
From the Quick and Loan studios, here's
Tony D.
Tony D.
Well, you know me. I've said this many, many times. I do not and will not fall into the trap of saying, hey, the last thing I saw, the greatest thing I ever saw. But I have to tell you, I can't remember a first and second round like this in the NCAA tournament. I just can't. Look, I'm all for Cinderella. I don't mind it in the first couple of rounds. I love when they knock on the door. I love when they break down the door. But I also have to say that this tournament filled me with a lot of anxiety, excitement, wows, screams, pacing, a lot of red X's all the way through to the end. And the same kind of formula lent itself to what we experienced on Sunday. Have you ever seen anything like the collapse of Northern Iowa? Anything? I mean, I have to compare it to other sports in order to get a collapse into some perspective. The Texas A&M Aggies scored 12 points in 34 seconds. And they did so because Northern Iowa fell apart completely. They couldn't inbound the ball, and when they did inbound the ball, they got trapped and panicked and threw the ball away. They committed 4 turnovers, and Texas A&M forced overtime. And I got to be honest with you, Northern Iowa looked like it had gotten itself composed in the overtime frame. They traded some baskets, hit some big shots, but it went into the double overtime frame, and that's again where Texas A&M just sort of prevailed. And I mean this sincerely. I feel bad for Northern Iowa. But the reason Northern Iowa got into this game with Texas A&M is because on Friday night, they hit a half-court shot to beat Texas. I mean, I have never seen a team go through 2 hugely emotional moments in back-to-back games in the NCAA tournament. Now, I'm sure if I really dig into the archives, I can find a couple. But not off the top of my head. Where I literally watched a team win with a half-court shot over a Texas team we all liked, right? Shaka Smart, we all liked. And then we get a little bit of this drama of collapse of the Panthers just falling apart to Texas A&M. A game people kind of left to go see what was going on with the Wisconsin game. And, oh, by the way, in case you were so consumed with what was going on with Northern Iowa and Texas A&M, Bronson Canning hits a shot for Wisconsin, and they're going to the